fallen leaves.
Ah, the good old Elden Ring. So many places to start from, so many things to do, but I'm only doing Limgrave as a summary because otherwise this video would be way too long. Anyways, enjoy. Immediately after making a character in the opening cutscene, you will need this. The wizard finger. To open this door, don't ask any questions. I don't know how you got here. Who knows how the heck you got here, man? And trust me, you're gonna be confused on a lot. Just a little bit later, you're gonna find a friend. Yes, you found a friend, finally!
Ah, of course you didn't.
What else do you think would happen with an enemy with two swords charging at you? Shoot, good luck finding a maiden in this world. Almost immediately after the Scion, your supposed let-down friend. I'm sorry. As soon as he kills you, you get in this little cave. Now the first thing the game throws at you and tempts you with is going through that door. I'd advise you going through that, because down this hole is literal living hell that you don't want to go through. To all you Elden Ring fans out there, you know exactly what's coming next. Hiding out in this manhole, you're gonna find some Jackson-like twinks, probably some of his long-lost cousin relatives who do the same stuff as him. But don't worry about that. Not far from there's an enemy that you can swiftly dodge past, just like Preston with daily rankings. And also, backstabs are cool, I guess. After killing all of those little twink enemies that are barely gonna touch you and do any damage to you, you're gonna find this little statue called Stake America. America is a very corrupt leader of this land and god. And alas, you found your first boss gate. Prepare to die. And one more thing, you're gonna die a lot until you fix that crippling skill issue of yours. Death after death, you're gonna realize this game's difficult. But after all that skill struggle that you've been going through that entire time with your life, you're eventually gonna beat it and finally have some sort of meaning in your life. But still, after all of that, some of you watching refuse to go outside. But hey, at least after all that struggle, you got an award. Congratulations. Not. Turns out the good old Tarnish is still broker than Zachary. After progressing through the door that you probably should have progressed through, you absolute buffoon, you grab this finger. Now you might be wondering, in what world do you need a golden finger? You'd be surprised, this game is obsessed with them. After all that work, where did it get you? That's right, outside. That's right, instead of sitting in a room all day, you actually have to do some stuff in here. Again, I can't be the one talking because I'm currently talking into my phone at 2 a.m. in the morning, trying to make a voiceover. If you just go right down beneath the grace, you're gonna see this giant golden horse. And all you have to do is simply beat them. I'm just letting you know in advance, I did not first try the Tree Sentinel, trust me. As you can see, it is that simple. Just get good, and you'll be just fine. Also, this weapon, it's not the best, don't use it. Shortly after killing the Tree Sentinel, you're gonna hear these screams of agony. Anyways, shortly up ahead, you're gonna find a site of grace. And this guy. Wait a second. Santa Claus, is that you? Anyways, you're gonna want to buy the crafting kit from this guy, it's really useful. And not only that, some former twinks who actually hit the gym. But don't worry, they're just starting off, you'll be fine. And there are quite a bit of these guys right next to the church, but they're still not too bad. But nearby, there is yet another cave. But however, it is a bit dark, like, wait. What's that? Don't worry, because Santa Claus has a present for you. A torch. Anyways, there's a lot of wolves in here, but they're not too difficult. They have a very short amount of health bar. But at the end of the cave, there's another boss door. Also, if you somehow die to this boss, you're actually terrible at the game. We don't talk about that, okay? We don't talk. So when you actually do beat the boss instead of dying like a cruel idiot like I just did, you get a nice shiny little talisman. You might be thinking, what does this do? Jack crap. Okay, never mind. This item's actually pretty good. Outside the cave, there is a giant ruin full of enemies. But do not fret, just go to the side and there's a grace right here. What the heck do you want? Just trying to sit down. Oh, somebody actually approached you.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Remember earlier how I said fingers actually play an important role in the story? Yeah, this is the beginning of it.
But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Dang right you are. But hey, at least you got a horse in the process. Not far south from the side of Grace, you're gonna find this guy.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully? Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
Dog, we cannot see you. What are you talking?
I ended up as a tree.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
I hope you can forgive me.
So you're telling me I found Zachary in Elden Ring? This guy is dirt poor. Going past Bach below the bridge next to him, you're gonna find a cave. Another one. There's really nothing else in this cave. It's very short besides this boss room. Where the heck is this boss, you may wonder?
Well. You just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh?
He finally showed himself. He's gonna jump down at you, but there's really nothing too worried about. He's a pretty easy guy to beat. Eventually, your little sword will finally get past his shield and...
Wait, please! I surrender! White flag and all! Well, finally come round. You're a man of reason! True and true.
You actually made a friend! He's even laughing with you. After that amazing turn of events out of a boss fight, there's a little lake just by the cave, and that's right, a big old dragon. Yeah, go ahead, try and fight him. Watch what happens. Yep, you're dead. But we go more east.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height. Servant.
Why hello there, good sir. How can I help you?
I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood.
Well, of course. Yeah, I'll be right on my way.
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye? Quite enough.
Yeah, I had to kill him. There's no way I'm taking that amount of disrespect. So he said south, beyond the woods with a bunch of mist in it. Before we go there, it's probably important you want to grab this item right here. It's very helpful, by the way. The Mistwood contains probably the very first minor Erd tree you're ever going to find. It's a giant tree in the forest. And also something of very much valuable use lies ahead. Ah yes, the butt slam. Right next to all this, you're gonna hear some really weird noises. Spoiler, it's a furry. Okay, it isn't that weird, but right here, this is Billy, a gigantic bear. He's chilling all, but if you wake him, he's going to absolutely smack you. To be fair, you don't want to mess with him, also because he's one of the most annoying animals to fight in the whole game. Just outside of the woods to the south, you're gonna find the fort. This is gonna be your first, main area of the game with enemies. By the way, there is a golden seed here. You want to pick that up. It's good. In the fort, there is quite a lot of enemies. Also, rats. These giant rats are freaking annoying. Anyways, so the way to go up, you just go up the steps. Pretty easy. Ignore the pumpkin head. He's not going to kill you. Piece by piece, you're going to kill these little enemies. They're not too hard. So this guy, he's pretty tough. So be careful, the rats will gang up on you if you don't kill them first. Please do that, they're so freaking annoying. This is the example of his blood slash. It's pretty easy to dodge, but it does a lot of damage. And after killing that little torture, he does give you the Ash of War, which you can kill yourself with. Yes, you can actually kill yourself with this thing if you used it enough. But hey, before you leave the fort, make sure you go up this ladder to the right of that guy. It is a very important item for later. So when you open the chest, you get a Dectus Medallion piece. This is really important for progressing the game later. So you might be wondering, what is south of Limgrave? What is in the south, in the very bottom? Well, it's this little area called the Weeping Peninsula. Speed this up, please.
Did I wake your dreams? Some questions run to
On the way there, there's going to be a little place and a platform called an Everjail. You might be wondering, what the heck is this thing? Well, tap the little purple thing and find out. Yup, that's right, it's a boss fight. This guy can be pretty tough at times, but don't fret. As you chip at his health bar, you can think about your life decisions and why you chose to fight this thing. You may be wondering, why is this worth it? Why am I even fighting it? Well, trust me, it's because of this thing right here. This weapon is contender for one of the most brain-dead things in the entire game. Please don't use it. If you go just down this other part, you're going to find this bridge just under the Everjail. It is pretty dangerous, but don't worry. And congrats, you have now entered the Weeping Peninsula, which is the southern part of Limgrave. As you traverse further south into Limgrave, you're going to find a merchant. However, I don't care enough to show him because he sells nothing useful. And as you go further south even more, there's going to be a ginormous castle. And you probably think, I could just wander right. Wrong. There's this giant golem who shoots the equivalent of a railgun in Elden Ring. You get hit by it, you're probably dead instantly. So do yourself a favor and just kill him while you can. He has an enormous health bar, so make sure to drop him to the ground and riposte his chest. He will die instantly. Fortunately, there's a whole area to explore. And its name? Castle Morn. You enter the elevator, you're going to be met with a lot of enemies. Just sneak past them like I did, it's helpful. Up ahead are some misbegotten archers that are really annoying. And swing and a miss, am I right? It's fine. Let's just quickly go back. I forgot to call the elevator. Ignoring my stupidity, once you get back, you can drop down here and get a side of grace. And drop down yet again after, and you will find a misbegotten. Don't ask me why I almost keep dying to these freaking idiotic enemies. So further up, you're going to find the bridge. You want to jump off of this, and you're going to keep going down a descent. Yeah, there's a lot of drops here. Just keep jumping, you won't die. This is one thing I just want to go over real quick. Make sure to be careful here. So you are now almost done with Castle Morn, and these are some of your new friends. Do a little dance, Grandpa. And alas, you've found the boss door. After all this time, there is actually a boss. But he shouldn't be too hard. Practice attempt. One more time should be... You're kidding. Come on. One more time. Finally. Sorry. Anyways, the weapon you get is a pine cone. It looks like a pine cone. And anyways... So you might be wondering, we've gone south, what about north? Beginning from Gatefront, going slightly north beyond, you're going to find this guy. And I'll tell you right now, that is the exact reason why you want to stay on horseback in this game before you get dive bombed into oblivion. However, to quench your thirst, there is another golden seed to add onto your flask, as well as a side of grace next to a shack. From here, we're gonna head eastern instead of further north into the side, because that is the main attraction of Limgrave. We'll get to that last. Following the eastern path, you're going to find a pretty nice gentleman named Bernal.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you.
Another
Let
friend.
me ask you something. Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm?
My faith holds firm in Jesus Christ, sir. Heading yet again more eastward will be a enemy camp. There's a lot of guys here. Honestly, I would advise running past him because this will happen. Yes, you're gonna die, but you're also gonna get ganged up on by a bunch of enemies. Anyways, let's move. Wait, who's that?
Stop. Hello? Hello? Anyone?
Oh, he's just above the hill here.
Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure.
I sure do hope you're thinking about the thing I'm thinking about. That's right, the Pine Cone, the almighty sword that can do anything. See, I told you it would work.
And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held.
So we are not going there because that place is in Caelid, which is not the area I'm making a video essay off of. Past Alexander is a bridge. Cross it and you will find this lovely merchant,
Oh, dear. You might...
who sells nothing useful whatsoever.
Please.
Trying to sell me turtleneck. Guess what? We're gonna head a little more east yet again. You can admire the views if you want, but there is this tiny little piece of water here, lake, pond, whatever you want to call it, with some ruins. And what lies in the ruins, you may ask? A wannabe boss on a boat. No, like seriously, this guy is a pushover. I suppose one funny thing about him, he literally attacks you with a boat. But besides that, there's really nothing too memorable about this guy. Yeah, just, he's easy to kill, don't worry. And let's just keep heading westward, I guess. It's another one of those big trees. And we're gonna stop right here, because that is no longer Limgrave territory, which is not what I'm getting into. The only chances I'm doing Caelid or any other area of Elden Ring for a video summary is if this one gets very highly received. And now for the moment that a lot of people have been waiting for. The final part of Limgrave. You'll notice some structures in the distance along with some enemies, but they're not too bad. Just be careful not to get hit by that. Anyways, there is a gate to enter this fort-like structure though. And just up ahead is a site of grace. Take a short walk from the site of grace and... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of blood. Going through, you can now admire the main attraction of Limgrave. Finally, the castle.
Foul tarnish.
Who are you to talk about foul? You're the one who literally cut me off.
Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
Show you what for cutting me off.
These foolish ambitions to
Okay, maybe he's a bit strong, guys.
these foolish ambitions.
That's alright. Next attempt. my delayed attack. Look, Margit doesn't stand a chance against my secret technique. Behold. It works sometimes, but hey, at least you can beat the boss, you know? So just some more things about Margit. He for sure likes delayed attacks. I've got my point across quite a lot with delayed attacks, but there's no reason to fret anymore because we can beat this guy. You can do it. It might seem impossible for very few of you at first, but it is possible. Trust me. Because with the power of the pine cone in your inventory and the tarnished, you can do it. You can beat the boss. Congrats on beating the enemy. But also, congrats on entering Stormvale Castle, the first legacy dungeon of the game in the main area. Going to the left, you're going to find this guy named Gostok.
Come over here, would you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. Yes, that's the spirit.
This is definitely a trap. Anyway, going to the opening right there, you're gonna find another site of grace leading up. Also, this is by far the quickest I've ever killed a bird in this game. So going up the stairs, there's gonna be a few enemies here and there. They're not too difficult to beat. You can kill them without much trouble. But please watch out for this. One second you're alive, the next second you... So I died again. Yeah, anyway. But upstairs there is a mysterious door. I wonder what's in here. Oh, looks like there's a key. That stupid guy locked me in here. Why the heck did I go this way? Anyway, using that key, you can open a door, which will lead to the next side of grace, going up those stairs. And outside is, birds. Yeah, I'm gonna save y'all some time and just jump. You're welcome. Those birds are terrible to deal with. We're almost there, but up ahead is the courtyard. A really big area full of a ton of enemies. Be careful. Wonder how many times I've died in this video. So further up ahead after that side of grace will be an elevator which takes you up. And... Oh, there's a side of grace here. Wait a second. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Guess I'll try.
Mighty dragon. They're the true born heir.
Alright, bro, since when was this guy touching dragons for?
Well, lowly tarnished. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Okay, I'm actually not gonna lie, this guy's a crazy big pushover. Like, I'm not gonna spend much time on him. He's pretty easy to fight, he's really slow, he thinks he's all that, he's not. So anyways, you will get down to... Oh, see, I told you. He cut his own arm off? Alright, dog, just, oh, wow. Imagine being a quote-unquote demigod and having to chop your arm off because of some humanoid being who just decided to pop up in your house at one point.
Truest of dragons.
No, 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 I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Don't, no, don't. Oh. Why? The only thing that is notably strong about this guy is his fire attacks. But watch, 1 and 2. See? Guy's such a pushover. Like, he has to touch a dragon and stick his hand inside of him just to get more power. Like, honestly, that's just crazy. Like, such a little, I command thee, kneel. Like, you're not commanding me to do anything right now. If anything, I'm commanding you to chop your own freaking arm off. Fraud. And finally, after all of that ranting of mine and all of his dragon touching, he is finally dead. Congratulations, you've fought and successfully beaten a demigod. I can finally rest. It's over. Limgrave. All the main stuff, it's over. I can finally stop talking. Oh my gosh, finally. So, after all that time, precisely 26 minutes and about 32 seconds, you've reached the end. I don't know what else to say. I just want to roll the credits at this point, but if you actually made it this far, thank you for watching. This video took a while to make, and don't expect me to make another one at this length. Just trust me.